The expert group meeting and ministerial conference was convened following a call by Julius Madabio, chairman of the Ecowas Authority of Heads of State and Government, urging the region to return to its founding vision of economic integration, collective self-sufficiency, and strengthen regional cooperation. Held under the theme Powering Integration Through Energy Trade, Strategic Minerals, Agribusiness, and Digital Transformation, the forum brought together ministers, technical experts, private sector actors, and development partners to refine strategies across 4 key pillars critical to West Africa's transformation.
Identify these 4 pillars because we see 3 of them as the main drivers of the West African economy. Yeah, most of us have minerals. That's where we're hoping the capital will come from to propel our countries. We need to drive all 4 aggressively, but it could be more, but we narrowed down to 4 major drivers. And over time, we want to track investments that will come into those 4 pillars.
Welcoming delegates, Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, described the meeting as timely, noting that the region stands on the threshold of transformation, with the EGM serving as a bridge between vision and actionable policies. Minister of Finance, Sheku Ahmed Fantamadi Bangura, acknowledged ECOWAS' achievements, but stressed that the region still lags behind globally, citing over-dependence on external markets and the need to better harness local potential. Across sessions, speakers emphasized that the meeting marked a deliberate return to the core purpose of ECOWAS, economic integration, especially as the bloc approaches its 50th anniversary. The president of the ECOWAS Commission, His Excellency Dr. Umar Aliyu Toure, underscored the urgency of recommitting to that mandate, describing the summit's theme as both strategic and necessary, particularly in a region rich in resources but still facing limited access to reliable and affordable energy, with over 200 million people lacking electricity. Discussions during the EGM focused on aligning investment opportunities, prioritizing bankable projects, and agreeing on critical policy and regulatory reforms to unlock large-scale investments.
We are a small country. Sometimes we find it extremely difficult to attract large-scale investment in the energy sector. And our fathers have really laid the foundation for us. To be honest, we shouldn't have been here at this level today. We should have been much better based on the foundation that has been made for all of us.
For a population of 424 million people and a GDP of about $758 billion, guess what? Intra-African trade is just 12%. Just 12% intra-Ecowas trade. It means there are inherent challenges, and we must make a lot of effort to address this.
One thing I want to focus on that I don't think any of the panelists have spoken about, Convenes, is bankable projects. I know that's what we expect in the end, but I know as a ministry and other ministries and the NIB, we've been talking about bankable projects for over 2 years.
Special Envoy Kande Yumkela called for stronger intra-African trade and value addition, highlighting the contradiction of resource-rich countries and in less than nations with fewer natural resources due to limited industrialization. He stressed that energy access remains central to unlocking value chains and noted ongoing efforts, including major funding for digital transformation. The Ministerial Roundtable further highlighted the importance of private sector partnerships, infrastructure development, and digital connectivity. Ministers pointed out that intra-regional trade in West Africa remains low at around 12%, despite a population exceeding 400 million, calling for urgent action to address infrastructure gaps and policy barriers. Participants also examined challenges in agriculture, noting that the sector continues to underperform due to financing constraints, climate vulnerabilities, and policy gaps, despite its potential to unlock over $100 billion in investment across food systems, renewable energy, and agro-processing. Stakeholders reaffirmed their commitment towards moving from policy discussions to concrete implementation, expressing full support for a successful West African Economic Integration and Investment Summit 2026 that will present actionable recommendations to the heads of state and global investors aimed at unlocking the region's vast economic potential come November. Reporting for SLBC, Stella Bangura.